Stakeholders at the 60th anniversary of Africa's first television station, Western Nigeria Television, tasked practitioners in the media industry to develop content to promote Nigeria and fast-track its development in the global arena. A former WNTV general manager said the station had produced very eminent people who had contributed to the growth of Nigeria.
60 years of television. Yesterday, that is history. Today, that is reporting. Tomorrow, that is predict. We want all to be part of predicting what tomorrow should be. And part of the thing we are taking up is establishing a training academy, which we think will train the people of tomorrow.
A former staff of WNTV told the story of the establishment of Africa's first television, charging practitioners and regulatory bodies to ensure solid content that would make Nigeria better.
Television lies on the creativity of people who work in the industry. Their ability to create content will likely determine whether they succeed or fail. Don't forget that if they fail to produce relevant content, today with technology, people can afford not to watch any of the stations. With internet, you can watch anywhere, anytime, wherever you are. The past is past, the past is gone. When you sit in front of television and you wait for news at a particular time, don't forget the effect of the social media on today's television. So when you talk about breaking news, is it the news somebody has put on WhatsApp, Facebook some 10 hours ago? So they need to be creative. They need to keep in touch with the viewers and give the viewers what they want. Otherwise, bye-bye for television.
I wish to return to the words with which we began, the words of Chief Awolowo. He said, and I quote again, "And I am confident that in due course, television will assist in making our great country even greater." This is not the time for us to ask if television has made African countries, especially Nigeria, greater than it was then. This is, however, the time for us to suggest that if we want a television that will make our country greater than it is now, we must explore the television of experience. One that scrutinizes the audience through that large data analysis. One that seeks to meet the audience where the audience is. Television stations, which have become, and I repeat, the photo albums of the governors and the mouthpieces of political groups, have no place in the coming dispensation. Stations that are also unwilling to invest in workers' training and in modern equipment do not belong.
That's right.
What I am saying in essence is that we must remember that journalism is history in motion. Going forward, we must keep the records of our activities, indeed our history, safe and secure at all times. The future needs a record of all we are doing, including records of today's events, to guide it to its own future.
The proliferation of TV stations has not necessarily brought in better quality. Standards are falling. In days gone past, you remember that television was a means of education. But I'm not sure you could say that any longer, that television is still a means of education. But again, as we said, peering into our future, television has to be part of development. Content producers must make sure that television is telling the right story, portraying the right image that develops a country. You don't want to go out there and keep selling your country short by telling the wrong stories and showing the wrong visions. So, yes, we're in a commercialized world where money is also very important, but it's not all the time that TV producers should put money in front. What you should be portraying out there is how the country can move forward, seeing what you are putting out as images. That is the important story that I want us to take away from here, that the future of this country partially lies in the hands of the media. And as the writers say, that you are the fourth estate of the realm. you must continue to play that role actively.